everyone, my name is Jenny Lai, and I'm here to contribute to a positive community filled with women going through hair loss. Today's video is about shampoos. I'm going to take you through kind of the 4 shampoos that I have used successfully and noticed results and explain the difference between all of them. I am not going to focus on things that didn't work because then it would be a super long video. I just want to give a little bit of a testimony to how big of a difference you could have in your overall hair density and hair health by just switching up the shampoos to a brand specifically made to prevent hair loss. I noticed my hair loss when I was about 11, 12 years old, and I freaked out. I was hormonal at that age, I was growing up, looks started mattering, and I just remember locking myself in my room and crying and not letting my mom in and just yelling at her through the door going, why does this have to happen to me? And I was really traumatized for a really long time. And my mom, after she calmed me down, we went to the doctors, did some tests on me, and he determined it was mostly genetics and sold me my first hair loss shampoo. Right away, within 1 or 2 times use, I think even within that week, my hair probably stopped shedding about 50%. I do want to paint a realistic expectations of shampoos though. It's not going to grow back your hair fully. What it is going to do though is help maintain the hair that you have left and drastically slow down the shedding. So you can prolong having bigger bald patches for a longer period of time, which is really a win-win and all that somebody like me could really ask for, because it is inevitable. There is no cure for genetically caused hair loss, but you can slow it down by quite a bit. That story happened 17 years ago. I, as you can still see, have quite a bit healthy hair. Now, my hair loss happens more through the center of my scalp. If I just part it like this, you might notice it a little more. Just because you're switching shampoos, you're not going to grow back your hair if you're still tugging away at your hair. This is my hair now. I literally just took a shower and I let it air dry. No heat styling, no additional products. Besides, once my hair completely air dried, I did add a bit of dry shampoo to prevent my hair from greasing up very quickly. And so a trick I learned is to put on some dry shampoo right after your hair has been washed and dried. This is my favorite brand right now. But a thing about dry shampoo is too much of a good thing never works out. And a way a doctor explained it to me was you really want to keep a healthy scalp to allow, the best possible chance for you to grow healthy strands of hair that stay rooted into your head. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, so I'm going to skip the scientific lingo, but you don't want to clog up your scalp with too much dry shampoo. More importantly, it's in a dispenser where I just kind of squeeze it out. Woo, like that. So it doesn't have harsh chemicals like alcohol. You really don't want to put anything in your scalp that's harsh, that's drying, that's gonna have a lot of buildup. If you are styling your hair for a one-off occasion though, because it's nice to look good on Christmas, New Year's, your birthday, special events. And I would definitely suggest using a detoxifying shampoo right after, or even once a month, just to keep your scalp nice and clean. I actually just bought this brand's, and it's Bryago. Okay, one more time. Brigigo is what I'm going with, but I am definitely butchering the name. I just bought their charcoal detoxifying kind of shampoo set with the conditioner and with the scalp treatment. So I'm looking forward to sharing my review on that soon. Okay, are we ready for our first shampoo? Now this is going to be anticlimactic because I don't have the bottle here. So the first shampoo I want to talk about is called Nisim. And that was actually the first one the doctor gave me when I was 11 or 12. And you know what? The brand is still around and thriving. You can get it online. And like I said, within a week of using it, I noticed my hair drastically stopped falling out, which was amazing for me. And you know, I used it probably up until I was 19. So that's 7-8 years. And I have no complaints about it. Kept my hair healthy and clean. I bought it from my doctor's office. Now you can buy it online. You can get it at beauty supplier stores. And this shampoo comes in at about $25 Canadian. Some other things I do like about it also is it lathers up quite nicely. The one downside about it is I wasn't a big fan of the smell that much. It was a little chemical-y. And beyond being a little hard to get because I haven't seen it at regularly available at most stores. Overall, very good shampoo. You're probably wondering, well, if that shampoo was so good, why did you get another one? Why did you try other ones? Well, I wanted to see if there's something better out there. So I started exploring other shampoos and there broke up with quite a few of them until I stumbled across a more readily accessible shampoo called Mill Creek. Since they've actually rebranded, the great thing about shampoo is you can find this at Whole Foods. And I believe a bottle this size is about, oh gosh, totally forgot. I want to say about $13-15. And you can get, and I've noticed on their website, you can get a larger bottle now in the bottles that they rebranded in for about $20-something. So all the shampoos I am going to talk about are generally around the $20-something range and most of the bottle sizes are about the same. So this is 8.5 fluid ounces. Okay, things I liked about this shampoo. Just like the Nisim one, I noticed instant less hair shedding as soon as I started using it in about a week's time. And my mom can back this up. My mom's about 65 and she just noticed her hair starting to get a little thinner. And she reported back the same thing too when she started using that shampoo. So, yay! So right away, you know, most of the shampoos that I am talking about today, they claim to be mostly natural and they don't have a lot of, what's that P word? Parabens? This one claims to have biotin and peptides. Now, because I'm also obsessed about skincare, what I do know about peptides is when a product does have peptides, it helps penetrates a little deeper. And biotin, of course, has been known to help grow healthier hair and nails and skin for a while now. It's a natural substance within our bodies. Now, one downside about the shampoo is I'm also not a fan of the scent. Both the Nisim and the Mills Creek one kind of has a more mature scent. Kind of like perfume your mom might have worn when you were a child. It's a little strong for my taste. Something I also want to mention about the Mills Creek one is it doesn't lather up that well. And I also noticed it doesn't lather up that well if your water is a lot more hard. I have been using the Mills Creek one for probably about 4 or 5 years before I decided to switch it up. The third shampoo I want to talk about is by Ducray. Reason why I liked it is because it lathers up a lot better. The scent is also a lot milder. It's a lot softer and it just makes my hair feel really nice afterwards. But that is kind of biased because I don't wash my hair a lot. I only wash my hair about once a week, maybe sometimes twice. And so I let it get super greasy. My hair is generally very soft right after I wash it. Other things I really like about this brand in itself is if you go on the website, it's a wonderful resource to educate yourself on what kind of hair loss you could have. I'm also taking the hair supplements from the same brand. I really like it so far. The reason why I started taking their hair supplements was I noticed a lot of the items in there, biotin, vitamin B, vitamin D, zinc, were all things I was taking on the side separately. And to be honest, I got tired of taking like half a dozen pills every day. We'll talk about supplements in more depth in another video because there are benefits to taking them all the vitamins separately versus in one-stop shop pill. Ducray is also a great brand if you want to just do a one-stop shop and get a topical serum, get a shampoo, get a conditioner and vitamins. And I really like their website. It was really awesome to show that they're truly trying to educate their buyers on hair loss and that they cared. And furthermore, I just realized the other day that I don't have to buy this brand all the way in my dermatologist's office. Instead, it's readily available at the Shoppers down my block. So that was really exciting and a win-win for me. And it was on sale. I do want to say though, I noticed with this brand, my hair was still shedding quite a bit compared to the other two brands. But upon kind of thinking back on it, something to be mindful of when you're trying shampoo is other conditions happening around you. Things like seasonality can cause hair loss and more hair shedding. Your hair cycles as well too. Other factors was I was going through PRP treatments, and they initially make your hair shed quite a bit before you start growing more hair back. Okay, so I saved the most expensive one for last, and it's actually the one I'm currently using right now. And it is a brand called Alterna. And oh boy, did I butcher that again. And this is the Caviar Anti-Aging Clinical Densifying Shampoo. Boy, that is quite the name. I really enjoy the cap. So out of all the shampoos, I didn't really talk about the bottle because it's just a regular cap. But this one is a twist cap and you just kind of squeeze, dispense, and I really enjoy that. I hate closing bottle caps. And I also really like the product itself. It's a very thick gel and you don't need a lot of it. A little bit goes a long way and it lathers up quite beautifully. Just as nice as the Ducray one where I was raving about the texture. And the scent is my favorite out of the other three. The reason why the scent is my favorite is it's really bright, not citrusy, but it's very, very bright. And not only that, I've noticed after showering with it, it leaves my scalp kind of tingly, which I also really enjoy too. I'm just addicted to anything that gives you like the same sensation as peppermint or eucalyptus kind of gives you. So far so good. After I wash my hair, I do like the way it feels, and I just finished using that shampoo. Now, just a reminder, I don't use conditioner on the hair because I do have very greasy hair, so I can't really speak to any of the conditioners on these brands. And I would encourage you also to look at other reviews and do your research and create a short list of shampoos, and don't just use one and be satisfied with it. Use a couple and see how you feel about things. Okay, back onto this brand. What I also like about it too is, once again, if you don't want to venture off too far, it's kind of a one-stop shop. You can buy this on Sephora, which has a great return policy, but also you can buy the conditioners, the serums, and things that sorts all right at Sephora as well too. But the one downside about this that I've seen so far is the price tag. This is about $45 Canadian for 8.5 fluid ounces. Well, all the other ones I showed you were about 8 ounces as well too, and they came in about 20 something depending on where you bought it. This comes in at $45 Canadian on Sephora, so it's quite the price difference. I'm gonna be honest, since I don't wash my hair that often, and because you only need so little product, I'll probably have this bottle for 3-4 months, maybe even 6 months. You're probably sitting here wondering how the sorry, let's try this again. How on earth does she go for a week without washing her hair? And let me tell you, it's not easy. I always want clean hair like this that I can just walk around in and flip it all around and embrace my little thinning patch back there, which is more noticeable. I can't really hide it with my parting. And it especially gets more noticeable after the next day when that grease really starts building up. First step is to dry shampoo right after your hair air dries. Second step is I have a lot of fun hats and scarves, and this is one of my favorite scarves I'm wearing right now. I think it's 100% silk and it's a limited edition from Zara. There are a lot of ways to go for a prolonged period that are quite gentle on your head. I will link all 4 of the shampoos that I've kind of talked about in today's video in the details below. Please leave in the comments of shampoos that you've tried, and maybe you'll help me discover something new as well too. Well, that was it. Have a lovely day, everybody. I'll see you soon.